Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new year of the Athletes Roundtable. I'm Jordan Score, this is Ryan, and today we are joined by
Jen Soto.
All right, Jen. So, new season, new year, volleyball player. We haven't had anyone but the coach on, so you're kind of a first here. So, why don't you introduce yourself, like your grade, hometown, maybe major too?
Okay, yeah, I'm a senior this year. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and my major is finance, and I'm also doing a management minor.
Dang, Phoenix, Arizona.
what's like the biggest difference between living from Arizona and now being in New York?
Well, I feel like the main one's obviously the weather. Like Phoenix is just so, well, especially in the summer, it's like it can get up to like 120 degrees, but it is a dry heat. So then I don't really, the humidity was a big change, like getting adapted to that, even though it's not that bad. But yeah, my freshman year also, we had it was the biggest snowstorm that had been in New York for like 10 years. So that was
Dang.
fun to experience because obviously I don't see much snow.
That's crazy. I mean, today the heat is crazy. Like, it's way too hot for me. I can't even imagine 120, what that could be
Yeah.
like.
The one place I always wanted to visit, though, was Arizona. I feel like it's so nice over there.
Yeah, actually, in this spring break, you guys have probably heard of Hope Matchner. She's
Yeah.
on my team too. Yeah, she came to visit me, and she's from Florida, so she doesn't really see many mountains. So she was very excited because literally everything around us is like mountains.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I've never been to Arizona,
Yeah.
but like I always imagined that like Arizona was just like desert.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it is a desert, but there's just literally we have like the Grand Canyon. There's this other place called Sedona. There's so many like pretty mountain-full places.
Mountainful. That's a good word.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add it to the dictionary.
One interesting fact is that I got accepted into Arizona State, and I was actually thinking about going to Arizona for
Yeah, I
school.
mean, it's definitely a big school. I know even some of my friends from here are like, oh, I have friends that go to Arizona State. Like, it's just, even my friends who go there right now, they have friends from all over the country, all over the world. So it's
They
a big
have like a ton of people there, right?
Mhm.
It's like one of the biggest in the country, I believe, especially
Yeah.
online.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. How do you first get into volleyball?
Okay, well, both my mom and my grandma played volleyball, and I have a bunch of cousins, aunts, and everything who played. So then, actually, when I was little, I wanted to really play basketball, but my mom, she played basketball and volleyball when she was younger, and she always got hurt playing basketball. So then, she couldn't play volleyball. So then, she was like, "You have to stick to one." So then, I ended up choosing volleyball. I started when I was 6. My mom was one of my first coaches, and then I started getting into club, like some camps when I was like 7 years old, and then I went into club sports when I was 10.
What position do you play on the team right now?
Well, it's a little complicated. I am originally a middle blocker, but they have been using me on the right side these past couple games, just trying to switch up some looks, see what fits better for the team.
Do you have a favorite position?
Not really. I mean, growing up, I have this one private coach who I've had since I was 13. She still coaches me sometimes when I go back home to this day. She always trained me to play multiple positions, so I like just being able to switch things up, and it'll catch some teams off guard, so that's always fun.
So, what's like the big difference between going from like high school volleyball or like even middle school volleyball going up to like D1 volleyball?
I mean, I feel like, especially in the volleyball world, high school isn't that important. Like, it's mostly club sports. So high school you do practice basically every day, 6 days a week, just like in college. But college is just like most of your world revolves around it, where it's like in high school it's like, oh, it's fun, whatever, I have my friends, but it's not really that serious. Like in college, like if you think about it, like it's a job. Like a lot of us are getting paid to do this, so like you have to perform, and it can be a little nervous sometimes, but it's also very fun.
My favorite sport in high school to play in like gym was volleyball. Volleyball tournaments in gym was like the best.
Yeah, it's also like, I like to say it's one of the most exciting sports because there's just always so much going on.
Very true. Going back to the school volleyball, I despise school volleyball because everyone couldn't play, and I loved playing growing up. So like, especially like beach volleyball with my friends in the summer.
Yeah.
So like, we were doing like 6-on-6, Like nobody knew how to do anything, and
Oh
I was
my
just
God.
like, hit the ball.
I can imagine. Yeah. No.
Very frustrating, but I'm sure you've dealt with your fair share of
Yeah,
not good players as well.
Yeah.
So living in Arizona, why did you choose to come to Iona?
Well, actually, that was another thing that my mom had a big part in. She always helped me with my recruiting process, and she found this one website where it would tell you, oh, this school needs this position for this class, whatever. So we were just going through that, emailing out different coaches, and SIE, the coach at the time, got back to me, and it was actually the summer after my junior year, and he responded to me right after Club Nationals had happened, and he was like, oh my God, I was there, I could have gone to see you, but it just didn't work out. But then we just ended up having some conversations, and then I came to visit the school, I believe it was that July of that summer, and then actually right before I came to New York, I was going to camp up in Green Bay for UW Green Bay, and I played a camp there, and I was like, I thought I was going to commit there because the school was very nice and everything. It was just in Wisconsin, a very secluded area. I heard Green Bay, and I was like, oh, Green Bay Packers, it must be a big city, and then it just wasn't. So then coming to New York, I saw, I went to the city for the first day with my mom, and seeing that the school was only 20 minutes away from the city, it just felt like Phoenix almost, because Phoenix is also one of the biggest cities in the country. So then I live in kind of a suburb off to the side of it. So this had that same feeling New Rochelle, oh, I'm 20 minutes, 30 minutes from the city, so I can go if I want, but I'm also in my own little area.
Those are pretty solid reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Now you just mentioned something Club National.
Yeah.
So what was that?
Basically every year, club season. Well, in Arizona, tryouts are in November, December, and then you start practice in late December after high school season ends, and then you go from then until nationals are usually in end of June, early July. So then you just practice and do tournaments that entire time. I feel like you guys know more about basketball. It's kind of that same AAUs type like that.
So does everyone make the nationals, or was your team just exceptional and were able to get there?
Yeah, I mean there's the GJNCs, which is the USA Volleyball Nationals, and there's different divisions in that, so you qualify for most of them, and then there's the Patriot League that it's I think there's one league where you can pay to get into, and then there's also AAUs which you pay to get into, but we went to GJNCs and we were in the top division in that one. We qualified. We had won the Colorado Crossroads tournament that year that allowed us to get that bid to be able to go.
So you were traveling all over the country, basically. So I guess maybe moving to Iona wasn't that crazy.
Yeah, I think, especially in club, I probably visited over, 20 states.
Wow.
Just playing tournaments.
That must be so fun, though, because, I played travel basketball, so I grew up in, Long Island, so we would go all over Long Island, but going all over, different, states, it just seems like a dream.
Yeah, it was so fun.
I just came back from a trip from Colorado this past year. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous there. I loved it.
Yeah. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked again. Not that getting sidetracked is bad, but we're trying to stay focused on the volleyball here. So, what's your daily schedule looking like as a D1 volleyball athlete?
Okay, well, currently our practices this year are 4:30 to 7:30. So, and obviously we attempt to schedule our classes around that. And this year I'm lucky because I am a senior, so I only need 8 classes to graduate. And I was able to find 2 asynchronous classes, so I don't even have to go to those classes. I just do that work on my own. So then I really only go to 2 classes, and one of them is also a hybrid, so I don't fully have to go to that one. So my class schedule is pretty easy, but I also just got a job at the Rudin Center this year tutoring. So then I've been doing that in the mornings, and then if I have class, I'll go to that. And then we also warm up and set up at 4 before practice so that we're ready to go at 4:30. So then that means more get taped at 3:30 because I get my ankles taped. So then I'm there from 3:30 to 7:30. And then shower, go home, sleep, get any homework done if I need to. And then just relax for a little bit and then go to sleep.
Do you have time for anything else aside from classes?
I mean, it really depends on the day because this year I don't have classes Thursdays and Fridays, so then I'll have that free time available. But these last couple weekends we've been traveling for tournaments, but now going into MAC play we'll have more time, so it'll be nice.
Do you have any like hobbies you like to do in your free time?
I like, this is kind of like the same thing, but I like working out, and then I'll just play video games a lot with some of my friends from back home too. So.
What games?
I currently just got into Ark. It's kind of like Minecraft but with dinosaurs. And I actually just got my raptors killed, and I was very sad about it this weekend, but it's fine.
Life goes on, I guess.
Yeah.
Minecraft, I told this last year, but I still feel so bad about it because me and my brother like loved Minecraft, and he made like a huge mansion in the game, and he had like the portal to the underworld and everything. I got so mad at him one night. I just logged into his game and just like smashed everything.
I would have been so angry. I loved Minecraft as a kid, so.
I never got into Minecraft.
Really?
Well, actually, I wasn't much of a gamer, to be fair.
Okay.
The Wii, though. I was
Yeah.
Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Wii
gosh.
Sports was the best.
And now
So
Super
good.
Smash Bros. Like all
I
time.
love Super Smash. My brother had it on the Nintendo 64, and we would always play it.
It's very fun. It's a good time to just spend with friends, you know.
Definitely.
Who's your go-to characters?
Captain Falcon.
Captain
Okay,
Falcon.
that's a good one.
Do you have Falcon puns?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I used to be King DDD, and I completely switched like my entire people that I play with. So now I go Joker. Joker's my main.
Interesting.
Yeah. Jordan, do you have a?
Yeah.
Do you play enough?
Mine, I always play like sometimes with my friends, and my go-to character is Captain Falcon, cause just hearing like Falcon puns and then like just knocking them out of the screen is like so fun.
It is.
Back to volleyball
Yeah.
though. What is your favorite part?
Favorite part? I feel like I've just made so many incredible friendships through it. Like, I probably 99% of my friends have come from volleyball in my lifetime, so definitely all those relationships I've made. Like, even this past weekend, we went up to VCU. I had one of my old club teammates on there, another girl from Arizona was on that team, and actually my best friend's younger sister was on that team.
Dang.
And my best friend's parents went to the tournament, so it was so fun to just be able to see them.
Do you have a least favorite part that you're allowed to say? No.
I mean, I guess one of the things just would be like having less like social time, but volleyball is also like in my mind part of my social time because I'm always with my friends, so it goes both ways.
Okay, that's fair.
Point.
Moving on to match day. You're with your friends and everything. Are you excited? Are you nervous? Like, what's the feeling going through you?
It goes day by day, like especially like when you're playing big games or big teams, like it'll be a little nerve-wracking sometimes. So, but then we also, I basically almost every game day I make a pre-game TikTok with one of my teammates, so that always helps to calm me down too. So it really just depends on, I guess, sometimes who we're playing, but yeah.
What kind of TikToks? Just like dancing?
Yeah, dancing,
Okay.
yeah.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Do you have any other like rituals aside from that, like music or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, we have our music like up in the speakers, especially on our home games, but then if not, we bring a speaker with us to away games, and then we'll just jam out as a team. And then also I'll like get a quick prayer in while the national anthem is going in. So.
What's your go-to music to get hyped?
That also changes like day by day, but especially for game day, it'll either be like rap, mostly like Lil Baby, Drake, J. Cole, or like Bad Bunny, Spanish music.
Okay.
Fair enough. All good
Good
takes.
picks.
Yeah. We should do a sometime, not today, but we should do a rappers all-time list. That would be a good drive.
Drake is number one, of course.
Drake?
I mean, it's
I
probably
don't know.
Eminem or Tupac or Biggie, but
No.
for
J.
me
Cole's
it's
mine.
Drake. J. Cole is really good. I also like Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick's pretty good. He's got some good bars. But if
Yeah.
we're going like,
The old Kanye though.
Kanye was gonna be my guess
Okay.
or my take here. I'm a big Kanye fan.
Yeah,
Not of his actions, but of his
the
music.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Did you guys see like, there's like suspicions that like Kanye got cloned?
Yes.
Yep.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I don't even know what to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he did, then that's gonna be he's gonna make some trash music. But hopefully he's still with us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd go Biggie or me Drake because I just love Drake.
Okay. Drake, because of how many people he gets to and like how many top of the charts numbers he's had, like
he's got more hits than the Beatles, which is crazy.
I feel like Drake he just like has so many different kinds of music that you can almost listen to him in like any vibe you're in. But J. Cole, his lyrics always.
He's got some good lyrics.
Yeah.
I agree. Huh. Well, again, moving back to volleyball. No, we keep getting sidetracked, but sidetracks are good. It makes for the best. But do you feel that as a college athlete, like going to practice every day, you have this busy schedule, do you feel that there's too much pressure on you to perform every day, or are you just like, no, it's just a game, it's just volleyball?
I mean, now and then I'll feel a little pressure, especially just like being a captain too. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, am I letting the team down? Like, am I not leading like as good as I could be? So there's like those kinds of pressures, but for the most part, I just like to take it like as a game because that's when I do perform better, when I'm just having fun and playing with my team. So, I mean, it goes both ways, yeah.
Fair enough. All right, well, we were talking to Jen a little this past week. We were talking about the things that she liked to do, like to watch, anything like that. One of them that came up was the NFL. And as hopefully all of you know, NFL is starting this week, this weekend. We're super excited. So we want to do a segment about the NFL. So we're doing an NFL draft time. So what that means is, we explained it to Jen earlier, but we'll explain it to you right now. So we're going to use my phone here, my trusty phone, and there's this website that you can spin a wheel and you get a randomly selected NFL team. All right? Then it's a TikTok trend is basically what it is, how we got the idea. But then based off whatever team you get, you have to select a quarterback, running back, 2 wide receivers, tight end, and a defense. And then you're trying to build your team. And all 3 of us are going to be doing it, getting random teams. And we're going to see who has the best team. And we're going to ask the audience afterwards to see who won. And maybe we'll announce it next week. We'll see when we announce it. But that's what we're going to do. So, Jen, do you want to start or do you want us to start? Okay. Well,
go ahead.
Let's spin this wheel here.
Okay.
This chair is so squeaky.
All right. Well, your first team is the Detroit Lions.
That's a bad team.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Lions are going to be good this year.
They have a good couple.
They're not too bad.
I don't think I could think of any.
Let's see. They got Jared Goff as their quarterback. I don't know if you want him.
Who's their wide receivers? They got some good ones.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
That would be a good pick.
Yeah.
And then they just who's their running backs now? I see every offseason I always forget because they trade people away.
Is it Miles Sanders?
I think it might be Miles Sanders.
I think so.
I can picture one of the wide receivers.
Okay.
But like I don't know his name, but I think I'm gonna go with one of the wide receivers.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's the one you want.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's a good selection. I agree. Jordan, you going next or you want me to go next?
I'll go next.
You'll go next. All right. Your team is spinning, and what is that? Washington football team.
Dang. Give me Scary Terry.
Okay. That's a good choice. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to have anyone throwing to him, but
true.
We'll see. All right, I'm up next. Oh, I got the Colts.
Oh.
See,
Jonathan Taylor's out for like
I have to pick Jonathan Taylor, right? Because who else am I going to pick on the Colts?
Yeah.
But like is he going to even play? I hope so. I have to go with Jonathan Taylor because who else? But all right, I'm going with that. That's who I'm picking. All right.
Okay.
Next up, so you had one wide receiver down. Your next team is the Falcons. Getting some rough teams here.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we get any good teams?
Like, they have Bijan, right?
Bijan Robinson.
Oh, actually, he's from Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also Kyle Pitts, but Kyle Pitts is like the biggest like bust in my opinion. He's not that good.
I don't know. He was like last year.
Yeah.
He just didn't do anything. But he also didn't really have quarterbacks. It's kind of hard to say. It's like the Jets last year. They didn't have a quarterback. So
you going with your Arizona guy?
Yeah, I have to stick with it.
All right. Jordan, you are up next. Your team is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh. Give me Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Easily.
I don't know. It's debating between Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
or Travis Kelce, yeah. But Mahomes is too consistent every single year.
Okay. All right. Mahomes. I respect it. All right. My team, the Eagles. Now.
Devontae Smith is a beast.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want
But-
Jalen Hurts. I feel like I got to go with a quarterback. I'm going Jalen Hurts. I'll take Jalen Hurts with my next pick. He was my fantasy quarterback last year in multiple leagues, so he was good running, passing.
Made it to the Super Bowl last year.
I don't know if they're gonna. They didn't make the
Not
49ers. Oh no, I lied. Sorry, they lost to the
yeah,
49ers. Sorry, I can't remember my own.
Because like the Niners didn't have a quarterback.
That's
They were gonna start like Christian McCaffrey in like, the
Yeah, he
championship
was
game.
the emergency backup.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen that. That would've been
Actually,
so funny.
Purdy's also from Arizona.
Brock Purdy is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, he's looking good. They just got rid of Trey Lance, so they must feel pretty good. And they don't have Jimmy G. Was he even there last year?
Oh,
So they just have Brock
They're
Purdy.
just rolling with
Yeah.
Brock Purdy.
I mean, he did good last year.
He
Yeah.
did.
We'll see. All right, with the third pick, Jen, you have the Jacksonville Jaguars.
These are some terrible
yeah,
teams.
they are hating on me.
I think the Jaguars are gonna be good this year, personally.
Trevor Lawrence,
Trevor
Oh.
Lawrence is good. Who'd they just
Calvin
pick up?
Ridley, wide receiver.
Yep, Calvin Ridley.
I feel like I didn't even hear of Trevor Lawrence last year.
You already got your running back. Otherwise, I'd say Travis
Yeah.
Etienne. So, you got.
Yeah,
They don't really have it.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. I think good things for him this year.
Yeah.
I just got a feeling. I don't know. Jaguars looking good. Let's see. Let's hope the Jets are better. But Jordan, your next. Man, I can't read. The Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills, okay. Okay, give me Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who do you have? You have
I
Patrick
got
Mahomes,
Scary
Stephon
Terry, Diggs,
Okay.
and Mahomes.
So you need a running back, tight end, and defense.
Yeah.
All right.
I was thinking about their defense though, because I think the Bills still have the
their
best
They have
defense.
really- they have a-
So much better than the Jets. So much better.
Let's not be hasty, Jordan. Let's wait till the season starts. We can do that. But
They got the better cook too. James Cook.
that's so
better than Dalvin
false.
Cook.
That is so false.
I'm just getting out all of my hate right now because
We're gonna have a specific podcast where we don't have an athlete on, and we're just gonna argue, start
Mhm.
yelling at each other about.
can do it for like 5 hours.
What are
of
the?
it.
You literally Dalvin Cook was on the Vikings last year, Jordan.
and now he's not.
Yeah, and he did pretty good with the Vikings.
He got hurt towards the end.
Last year was the first season that he played the full year, I think.
Did he?
I think so.
Huh.
I don't know. He usually
He's-
gets hurt, so
Now that he's not with the Vikings though, he's gonna go down 100%.
we got Brees Hall too, so it's fine. Anyways, my next pick is the Chicago Bears. See, I would pick quarterback, but I can't.
Yeah.
So
They used to have a good defense.
yeah, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Dang, who? Let's see. Did I pick a running back? I don't think I did, right? Who's the running back? Because it was David Montgomery.
Yeah.
Now it's.
We should have done our research.
We should
before
have done a
this.
little research. I might. I feel like.
It's
I
just
can't
we're getting
choose them.
terrible teams.
I know.
No like star players.
Now I'm gonna pick their tight end.
Cole Kmet.
Cole
Cole
Kmet.
Kmet's a beast.
I don't know. Cole Kmet.
He had like that one like amazing catch last year. I think.
That one
That
catch.
Yeah, that one catch.
Man. I feel like. Do I have to go with Mooney? Like,
Yeah.
is that who I have left? Like, hold on. Can I? Am I allowed to look up? Am I allowed to look up the
Yeah.
running back? Is
Yeah.
that what we're feeling?
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
I had Darnell Mooney in my fantasy team like 2 years ago, and like for like a 3-week stretch, he would get like 20 points a game.
Bro,
Some
they literally
crazy.
They don't have anyone.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going with their defense then. No, I'll go with Cole Kmet. I'll go
Yeah,
with Cole
do it.
Kmet because their
He's a
defense isn't
beast.
good.
He
I'll
had
go
that
with
one
him.
crazy catch.
That one
good.
crazy
Yeah.
catch last year. Huh.
Maybe that one will pull through.
Maybe. I'm not liking that pick, but I already had my quarterback. That's tough. All right, Jen, your next pick is I can't read this. What?
What?
What is that logo?
Seahawks?
Is it the
No,
Seahawks?
no, Ravens.
Yeah, it is the
Oh,
Ravens. Sorry, it's really
Ravens.
small.
Okay. Did I? Yeah, I picked my quarterback already.
They got
Yeah.
a good tight end.
They do.
Oh yeah, that's Mark Andrews.
That name sounds familiar. I'll go with that one.
Yeah, any fantasy player will know Mark Andrews. So that's a pretty solid pick right there. All right, Jordan, your next team is the Patriots.
Patriots, okay. This one's for Liam. My friend Liam's like a huge Patriots fan. He thinks they're gonna win every single year, but no.
They're not. They're last place this year. Sorry.
Yeah, give me their defense. I like their defense.
Oh, they do have a tough defense. That was a good pick. They destroyed the Jets last year in that one game where it was 3-3 and they ran back the punt return. That was really sad. I was crying on the floor. Not actually crying, but I was on the floor. For my next pick, I got the Dallas Cowboys. Tony Pollard. Yeah, I'm going Tony Pollard. I haven't picked a running back yet. I think he's big things without Zeke there this year. I think Pollard is going to be good.
I like that pick.
All right, Jen, your team. This wheel spins really slowly. The Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay.
Okay.
So you need a tight end and defense?
A wide receiver.
Wide receiver and defense. Yeah, that's right.
They lost all their wide receivers.
Yeah.
So their defense is pretty rough.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't want.
We got. Let's see. There's Christian Watson.
Okay.
He might be the best option. I don't know who else they have.
Yeah.
Romeo Dubes.
I feel like they traded so many people.
Yeah.
Ellen Lazard's gone.
I know he's on the Jets.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. It's either the defense or Christian Watson.
Yeah, I'm not doing the defense. I'm still waiting on my team to pull through.
So Christian Watson.
Yeah.
That's your pick. All right. That's a fair pick. You know, he could go off this year. He's the #1 option there. He had a couple good games last year with Rodgers, but I don't know how it's gonna be with Jordan Love. But the other Jordan right here, your pick is the Giants.
Giants, okay. Give me Saquon. Oh, I have a solid team. Patrick Mahomes, Saquon, Diggs.
Oh
Patriots defense.
Yeah, this ain't. You got the only.
You know, Jordan might win this week, but we'll see. We'll see who wins after that. Cole Kmet, I'm not not the biggest fan of, but Seahawks. I only have defense left. Is that all I have?
I think you have 2 things left.
Yeah.
It's got to be another wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
you got a wide receiver and a defense.
do I go with DK or do I go with Lockett?
I like DK personally because he's just like
he's like a beast.
Yeah.
But like
Tyler Lockett gets more catches.
I'll have to go with DK just because he's a bigger target. But I like Tyler Lockett too. I would probably pick him in fantasy over him. So, but all right. So this is our last pick then.
I need my team to pull through right now.
The wheel can show you the Jaguars again.
This wheel really is.
Should we just spin again?
Since we got the why not? Why not? Yeah,
I like that.
All right, your defense is going to be the Buccaneers. Okay. Now, 2 years ago, Buccaneers might have been good.
Yeah.
Last year, not so much.
Yeah.
They got Baker now, though, right? As on offense, but
they do. Yeah, as their quarterback. It's no Tom Brady.
No Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, that one game against, I don't know who it was against, but it was for the Rams, and they had scored like 50-something points.
Yeah. If I don't win this segment, that would be crazy.
Jordan, you have the Saints. I don't remember what.
Saints? Okay.
What position do you have left?
Tight end. I don't know who is it? Tight end.
Cook. I feel like it might be a different Cook.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, you can look that up. I'm gonna.
And then you can just spin.
Yeah, I'm giving my spin here. Mine is the Steelers.
Oh my God.
Now, so I have Steelers defense. Yeah. That's what
I was waiting for.
Steelers. Yeah. All right. That bumps my team up a lot there. Jordan, who's their tight end?
My tight end is Juwan Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Yeah.
He's all right. He might have Cole Kmet beat, but.
Got Carr as the quarterback.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right. Well, those are our teams. I wish we wrote them down because there's no way I can remember all those players. But next time we do it, we know what to do.
I just know I got screwed.
I can name mine because I just got
favor.
all stars.
Yeah, I think Jordan might have
Mahomes, Saquon, Diggs. That's.
I don't know. Steelers defense though.
Yes.
I can't believe there wasn't a single Jets on there. That's ridiculous. Yeah. I could just pick the Jets team and they'd beat every one of those teams.
My favorite defender is T.J. Watt from the Steelers.
Yep, that's what.
He's a beast.
He's insane.
Yeah, but you tell us who won. We don't know.
Definitely me.
But we kind of might know because it might be Jordan. But you let us know. But thank you for draft time, Jen. It was a pleasure. Let's go on to the part 2 of the last couple questions here. So, who or what are your inspirations for volleyball or for life?
Okay. Well, growing up, I was always a Kobe fan. That's always, like, he was a huge part of my athlete vision. Like, he always just worked so hard and everything. So I definitely tried to model after that. And his death was very hard, but as it probably was for most athletes. But that's definitely one. And then, like I said, my mom and my grandma both played volleyball, so they were always big inspirations for me. Like, they both, well, my mom immigrated from Mexico, and she had a very rough childhood. My grandma, like, worked so hard to get us here, so then I've always wanted to keep building on top of that and push for better for our family.
And then, what is next for you? Do you want to be a coach? What's next for your career? Let's hear it.
Well, I am going to start working on getting one of my certifications this year, but I want to be a sports performance trainer, and eventually, like, I feel like you always see, like, these big football gyms, these big basketball gyms where they have their courts, their fields, their weight rooms and everything. So I'd eventually want to settle down, probably in a couple decades, and build my own volleyball-based gym, because I just feel like you've never seen that, and have a weight room in there, have some indoor courts, have some sand courts, so people can have one facility to just be able to do everything volleyball-based, and hopefully build a community of very good, hard-working coaches who just want the best for the athletes.
For the strength or conditioning thing that you would potentially pursue, volleyball only, or you would do any sports?
I'd obviously be open to other sports, because I feel like I love learning about other sports, and I have always grown up watching NBA, NFL, and all those, so I'd love to be able to learn from other athletes as well, and be able to grow my knowledge to be able to help also them and other athletes as well in those areas. But I'd like to mainly focus on volleyball, but I would also be open to other athletes.
All right, well, Jen, thank you so much for being on the podcast this week. It's been a while since we've had any volleyball. It's been since season 1, like almost not a year.
It's been a while since we had like a podcast.
I know. It's coming back to us as we do it. But thank you again. It's been a pleasure. I think Jordan might have won that draft.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And thank you to everyone who's listening. Great support all year round. Season 3 is the first episode, so again, we're going to have less episodes this season. It's a little different. There's some things going on with Jordan and I that we're unable to do the podcast as much as the last year. So it'll be a little different, but it's going to be the same old podcast. So thank you again for all of you who are listening. This has been the Athletes Roundtable. As always, Jordan and Ryan signing off.